Where in the world is Maggie McDaniel? Where in the world is Maggie McDaniel?
We found her.
Good morning, Maggie.
Good morning, gentlemen. How are you this morning?
Doing great. How are you this morning, Maggie?
I am doing wonderful as well. I just wanted to kind of mention, you guys were talking about your weekend. I had a great weekend, and one fun thing that happened, not here or to me, but for me it was exciting. If people have listened to the show before, they know that I love Norcia, Italy, and I'm an oblate of the monastery there.
Mm-hmm.
I love the Holy Land, and I love Pierre Battista Pizzaballa. Well, he was in Norcia for the feast day of St. Benedict on Saturday the 11th, so it was so cool to kind of see some of the posts from that and see two of my favorite places and favorite people, Father Cashin and Father Benedict in the Cardinal together celebrating the feast of our Holy Father, St. Benedict.
And I just love the way they ended that. I got a chance to see that gathering, and they said, we did all this just for Maggie McDaniel because we knew she would like it.
Yeah. Well, and I actually had another fun thing happen Saturday evening. I was able to sit down and have a meal with a few priest friends, and one of them was the one that we just were in Norcia with in May.
Oh, nice.
He's from Rochester, New York. And we were talking about the pilgrimage, and he even said that was his first time in Norcia, even though he lived there for 5 or 6 years, how impressed he was. And they had a pilgrimage reunion before he came here, and he said that is the most talked about place and most surprising place. People are really taken in, I think, by the life of the monks, the liturgy, and just being able to get an inside look how they live and how they pray and what they do. So it's really fun thing, and that's what's kind of fun about our pilgrimages. I was just looking. I have like 6 opportunities for people to go to Norcia on our pilgrimage coming up. I mean, besides just doing the liturgy, seeing how they live, talking to them, we have Father Cashin, who's the founder, will give a spiritual talk and then open up the questions and answer. He'll answer any question you have. We do a beer tasting because that's one of the ways that they support themselves. They brew their own beer. And then we have this great lunch from an agriturismo, which is a place that grows and makes the food right there on site.
Wow.
So it's really just a phenomenal way as you're looking over the valley of Norcia with the mountains surrounding you. Absolutely gorgeous.
Now,
and fun thing to do in a pilgrimage.
Are the monks there at Norcia, are they still brewing their beer?
Absolutely, yes. They had to move the brewery. There's no longer in part of their monastery. They had to move it, but no, they're still brewing. Things are happening in Norcia with the monks. They now are running a school. So many local families have moved to town to be close to them that they started the school.
Maggie, for those of our listeners who aren't familiar with the significance of Norcia, Italy, and the monastery there, kind of go into that a bit.
Well, I mean, first of all, this is the place where St. Benedict and Scholastica were born at about year 480. And, of course, Benedict is the founder of the monastic way of life and whatnot. But they were kicked out in 1810 by Napoleon, and they were invited back by Father Cashin was invited back to start up the order again in Norcia in 2000. And so they were almost 200 years absent of any monks or Benedictine presence in Norcia, which is basically, even the townspeople feel that is their identity. Their goal is, of course, kind of similar to what we think of like our visitation sisters, to pray for the good of the church and the world. So they spend their time working and praying. Even though they are cloistered, they're still kind of in the world. By that, like I said, they teach, they go out. You will see them out, but they do have rules as far as what talking and this type of thing. They have rules when they have the silence. They have their prayers that nothing is more important than God. Work is not important than God. Once the bells ring, they go in and they pray 7 times a day. and which every Catholic should do. We have Liturgy of the Hours. We have the privilege that we ourselves can do that as well. So their main goal is to pray for the church and for the world. And that's what they do. They give their life to prayer and to our Lord for the world.
And the significance of your own trips there is, again, Father Cashin, the one who was called to bring this back in the year 2000, 26 years ago. He's making presentations while you're there with your pilgrims, right?
Oh, he does. He meets our whenever. If he still teaches in Rome as well. He still teaches at the San Anselmo, the university there. But if we're in, he knows ahead of time our schedule. And if he can be there, he will meet our group and kind of give them a little tour, a talk, and whatnot. And if he's not, one of the other monks will gladly do that for us. But we have the connection and being an oblate there that he's willing to do this for us.
And I know you brought him to Toledo before, too.
He was here, yeah. Actually, he did a retreat day for our priest. Bishop Thomas invited him, and he spent a few days here doing a retreat for our priest. And some of our priests know him when he used to teach at St. Meinrad. Now, it's been quite a while because he's been in Italy for quite some time now, but some of our older priests know him from St. Meinrad Seminary. So, yeah, great opportunities. And plus, I do not want to leave the show without saying we have a new one on the website. Father Albert Belch is going to Poland next May.
Wow.
So, Dave, I know Eileen and many people from Annunciation Radio did this a year or so ago and loved it. So if anybody has any questions on what to expect, they can contact Eileen or anybody, I'm sure, to say, is this a good one to go on? And I think it is.
Going to Poland, that's awesome.
Yeah. Poland, the more I go, the more I fall in love with Poland. It's so Catholic, so beautiful, so many saints. Sometimes people go, why Poland? I'm like, let's see, Edith Stein, Divine Mercy,
so
St.
many.
John Paul. I mean, it's just incredible.
And still plenty of time.
Go to
because
Poland next May.
Next May, okay, great.
Next May, yes. May 3rd to the 14th. It's on our website. Go take a look and get signed up.
Yeah, check it out at CatholicFaithJourneys.com. Maggie, glad we could track you down today. Thanks for being there for us.
Thank you, Maggie.
Absolutely. God bless your week.